Hello and welcome back. In this cloud VPC series, we are going to see about how we can configure the public access to the public subnet. If you remember, in the last video we had talked about the creation of public subnet, private subnet, as well as the creation of the route tables. If you haven't watched the video, please go and watch that video so that you will get a clear understanding about why we are giving this public access and why there is a need of giving the public access to the public subnet, and how we can give the public access to the particular subnet. In this video, what we will going to check it how we can configure the public access. Okay, now how we can configure the resources inside the public subnet should get access to the internet. Okay, so now if you see, if you want to have the resources inside our public subnet, and one of the resources, like let's say you have your application deployed and that application needs some libraries to be get installed on your application. So for that, whatever my application is there, okay, that needs to have the access to the public internet. Now if I want to give that access from the public subnet, there is the term called internet gateway. Okay, if you want to give the access from any of the public subnet to the internet, you will always remember that there is an internet gateway which can do this job to provide the access, public access of your resources to the internet. Okay, and the third, we will also check out the how we can configure the internet gateway with our existing route tables. Okay, now let's deep dive into why we require to have the access to the resources inside your public subnet. I just prepare one small diagram for us. Let's say you have your application hosted on EC2 instance, or you are having your container hosting on your public subnet. Now inside your EC2 instance, you want to install a MySQL client, or you want to install a Postgres, or you want to get some data, or you want to ping google.com. Okay, so all of these, there are some multiple things that we need to get the access to the internet, so you can list it down. So now if my application or a container, any of the EC2 instance wants to get access to the internet from the VPC, there always we should remember that there is an internet gateway we'll have to configure. So now, talking about the internet gateway, what it will do, it will rely on the public subnet. Whenever we are requesting anything from the public, then our request goes from the internet gateway to the internet, and from internet it will serve the response to your public subnet. Okay, just remember this: the internet gateway, public subnet. The private subnet will take it on to the next part, how we will be accessing the internet from the private subnet. Just for the public subnet, we will be configuring the internet gateway. Now let's jump onto the demo side. Okay, so I'll just quickly help you with the last videos what we had created. So we had created in the last video, we had created our CI subnets. If you just check the public subnet, private subnet 2, public subnet 2, but we hadn't, and we also had created the route table. But in the right side, if you just check it, there is no network connection. So the whatever the resources in my public subnet, they can't even access the internet. Okay, so there it comes to have the internet gateway. Let us configure the internet gateway. So to configure the internet gateway, we'll have to create an internet gateway. Now this is a definition of internet gateway that you can remember. An internet gateway is a virtual router that connects the VPC to the internet. To create a new internet gateway, we can specify the name. This is just to remember, an internet gateway is a virtual router that connects the VPC to the internet. Now look, what we are doing, we are connecting this VPC to the internet via internet gateway. Clear? I'll just give the internet gateway name. Create internet gateway. Okay, if you just check, this is detached, in the detached mode. Now we will have to attach this internet gateway to our route table. Now you can go with this given attached VPC. Otherwise, what we can do, we can find our route table. So this is my main route table. Okay, and main route table I'm using it for the public subnet. If you see, the public subnet association is this. Okay, now inside the route, I'll edit the route, I'll add the route to public with the target of internet gateway. Okay, first we will have to attach to the VPC. We will select this VPC. Okay, anything is fine. Attach. Once we attach this internet gateway to the VPC, we will configure the route tables. Okay, now here inside the route tables, if you see, the destination of my VPC is 10.0.0/16 and the subnet association is this, but I haven't configured the outgoing route of internet. So to configure it, we'll have to go to the route tables, edit the route, add routes. Upon adding route 0.0. This is my public, and I'll choose the internet gateway. There you'll see the internet gateway is coming. Now I can just save the changes. Now if you just check, there is an internet gateway attached with the destination of public IP address, that is a 0.0./0. And even if you go to the VPC resource map, so this VPC, the public subnet have a single route table. Okay, and it is getting out via internet gateway. So in this video, what we had learned, guys, the first one is to why there is an need of internet gateway, even we are using for the AWS. Then how we can create the internet gateway. Okay, and how we can configure the internet gateway with the route tables, so that our applications inside our public subnets can get access to the internet. So that was all about the internet gateway, guys, with the public subnet. About for the internet gateway in public subnet. Keep learning, keep growing. Thank you.